Okay.
Yes. Kang Cecep tell me about a lot of things. You move, but when you know why you move, you know the concept. You don't have to remember the movement, but you know the concept.
If you know the concept, you know the movie.
You know the movement. You know the philosophies. You know the history.
Yes.
And then like it make me always a goosebump. Like every time I remember about Kang Cecep because whatever he say, I mean that's what I say to my students. Because you don't have to remember. You don't have to remember the movement. You just know the concept.
Yeah.
Why you move? When this movement comes, where this movement? When you know where this movement comes, you just your movement will correctly. I mean automatically correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
reflect.
Yeah, it's just a reflex. It's like like that is why I love the Silat. Yeah, because I'm new in Silat and just maybe you are longer than me in Silat, but in Silat, when you are knowing the philosophies, when you are knowing the histories about the movement, that is the ultimate movement, I think. Because in military, because I teach some military guys. When I said about Pencak, yeah, Pencak is another level in South China.
Exactly.
Because you don't have to. I mean, you're not just learning how to move. You're also learning the philosophy. You're also learning why you move. Yeah, I said like before. Why you move, how I move. That is all from the.
Yeah, but the biggest problem now is that MC and Silat, the last 20, 30 years, they only promote funding, olahraga.
Yeah. Simple.
Yeah. And now they must, because they recognize the UNESCO as cultural heritage, so
Yeah.
they now must do the other things too.
Yeah.
And they have a problem.
You know what? Because in Indonesia, the one who support Pencak is coming from the Ministry of Sport. The culture is coming from the Ministry of Culture. It has different ministries. But Pencak mostly they come from the Ministry of Sport. So that's why the athletes they have they have targets. The target is how you the target is sport, not the culture. So I think I talked about this long time before when these two ministers they sit together because when you say about when you're talking about the country, you're talking with them. But when you're talking about the culture, you're talking with them. And that is the problem. And the other problem is the money comes from the sports ministry, not from the culture. It's a political problem.
And then they want to go to the Olympiad, right? So in the Olympiad, the rule mainly for sport, no the culture.
So we have the same in the Netherlands. So the first time I talked at the ministry, I talked to the Ministry of Culture. And they say, okay, the Silat, they say, oh, that's a fighting sport. No, you have to go to sports.
Yes.
So I said, no. So I explained why it's not. And then, finally they understood. So I wrote a proposal. And a few months later I came back. And they were different persons there. So I had to explain again. That's the problem with competitions. They change every time. So now we have a bit of funding to make a strip, to see if we can find partners to develop like an R&D department to develop fundamental courses in seni budaya, kendangan, ibing, and then the spiritual, the breathing, the philosophy, and try to get the first levels above the styles. And then, if people say from Panglipur in Holland say, well, I want to know more about this, but according to my style, then he can go to Indonesia. But then he already has a foundation. He knows what he's talking about. And now, they don't know. They want to know, but if they ask their own teachers, the teachers don't know. So I don't call them teachers, I call them trainers.
May I ask you a question? I'm recording also to bring this information to Holland, you know?
Yeah.
How do you see Pencak Silat? What does the complete of Pencak Silat is here in Indonesia? Can you tell something about that?
Just
Maybe a difficult question, but
yeah, I mean, that's why I told you before about how I see about Pencak Silat. Because, well, if I repeat again, I'm coming from the different disciplines, but when I meet Kang Cecep, my teacher, my master, and it's like, I see a whole different things about self-defense.
and what is the difference?
The difference is, the first thing, the philosophies. When you punch, it's not only punch. You have the philosophy, right? When I learn more about it, in modern technique, a lot of modern technique came. I mean, it already exists in Pencak Silat. In MMA, you have hammer fist.
Yeah.
But in Pencak Silat, you have timbuk. In Cimande, you have 10 different punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those things is make me, like you are exploring more about your movement, exploring more about how you punch, how you punch people. But it's not from ordinary textbook.
Okay.
It has history.
Yeah.
Why people punch like this? Why people punch like this? It has different history.
Yeah.
That is why, pasang.
Yeah.
Pasang.
Yeah, pasang, yeah.
We have philosophy.
Be ready. Yeah.
From my side, pasang means this is your fence.
Okay.
This is your fence. Kang Cecep always told me that. This is your fence. As long anybody not going through your
Pass,
fence,
yeah.
passing your fence, you're not doing anything. Because it's people outside your fence. It's nothing you can do about it. But if somebody going through your fence, that's the time you are taking over, right? There is only this fence. This is only the first fence. But you have another fence. You have another backup. This backup means if this fence, it no longer be able to receive the attack, this hands is your
Your second,
sidekick.
okay.
Yeah. This is your sidekick.
Yeah.
So this is you can do more about things. There is I mean from one pasang you have those things, those stories, those philosophy from one pasang.
Why? Why you do this? Why you stand like this?
Yes,
Why your feet is turned like that?
That's why I really like Silat because it makes you think. It's just not making you not memorize.
You're fighting with your brain.
Yeah, it's making you think why you're doing like this, why you're doing like this. It really make your brain keep working.
Okay, I think we've got something very important,
Yeah.
and that's the food. Thank you.